In today's story, a frustrated tenant struggles with a roommate who refuses to shower and thinks it's completely normal. The apartment reeks, dirty dishes pile up, and things only get worse when they finally confront their unhygienic roommate. Is OP wrong for asking them to shower, or is this pure entitlement? Enjoy the story. I swear, I did not sign up for this. When I agreed to move in with a roommate, I thought it would be a great way to save money and have some company. I never expected to live with someone who seems to have a personal vendetta against basic hygiene. Let me introduce you to my nightmare of a roommate, F, 25, female. From the moment she moved in, things felt off. At first, I ignored it. The occasional mess, whatever. A few dishes left in the sink, annoying but manageable. But then I started to notice something truly horrifying. F doesn't shower. I don't mean she skips a day or two. I mean she does not shower at all. At first, I thought maybe she showers when I'm not home. But nope, days passed, then weeks, and the smell, oh my God. It was like rotting food mixed with sweat and something I can only describe as pure filth. It clung to the air. It stuck to the furniture. It made my own clothes smell bad just from being in the same room as her. And let's not forget her room. I made the mistake of accidentally catching a glimpse one day. I swear to everything. Holy, it looked like a biohazard zone. Crumpled fast food wrappers, half-eaten plates of food just sitting there, moldy cups of God knows what, and clothes, so many dirty clothes, piled up like a mountain of filth. But the worst part, she eats in bed. Like she will bring a full meal into her bed, eat, and then just leave the plates there for days. Food, scraps, sauces, crumbs, just festering in her sheets. I cannot understand how a human being lives like this. And of course, the smell started seeping out. It was creeping into the hallway, into my room, my bed sheets, my clothes, my backpack. All of it started smelling like her. And I could not take it anymore. I tried to be nice. I really did. I casually mentioned showering, like, hey, I love taking showers before bed. It's so relaxing, you know? She just nodded. So I got a little braver. I asked, hey, do you prefer showering in the morning or at night? She shrugged, actually shrugged, like it was an optional activity, like choosing between tea or coffee. By this point, I knew she was completely immune to shame, but I had to say something. One day, I finally cracked. I sat her down and, as politely as I could, said, F, I think we need to talk about hygiene. I've noticed that you don't shower often, and it's starting to affect the apartment. It smells bad, And I think it's important we both maintain cleanliness since we're sharing a space. And her response? She laughed. She actually laughed and said, "Oh my God, you sound like my mom." I just sat there, stunned. Your mom? So this was a known issue? You've been told this before? Then she said, "I don't really sweat that much, so I don't need to shower every day." Excuse me? Excuse me? You don't need to shower? Who told you that? Science disagrees, my friend. Society disagrees. My nose disagrees. So I told her, F, it's not just about you. The smell is affecting the apartment. It's affecting me. And that's when she flipped. She accused me of being superficial, of being obsessed with appearances. She actually said, "You just think everyone needs to be perfect all the time. It's just a little smell. You'll get used to it." Get used to it? Ma'am, I am not trying to train my nose like a dog to ignore a dead rat. I told her, F, this isn't about appearances. It's about basic hygiene. The apartment smells. It's making me uncomfortable. And her response? Well, maybe you should just stay in your room more. She really said that. She really tried to banish me to my own room because she refuses to shower. At this point, I was done. I told her flat out, either you start showering regularly and clean up your room, or we need to talk about new living arrangements. And then the waterworks started. She started crying. She said I was body shaming her. I wanted to scream. Body shaming? Ma'am, this has nothing to do with your body and everything to do with you being a walking health hazard. She kept going, saying, not everyone can afford expensive shampoos and soaps like you. What? First of all, soap is not expensive. A bottle of shower gel costs $2. And second, I have shampoo and soap right here. I would have gladly given her some if that was the issue. At this point, I was mentally exhausted. I told her she had a week to change her habits, or we were going to have a serious talk with the landlord. And guess what? She started using perfume instead. Not a shower, not even baby wipes. She just started spraying herself with perfume like that would solve everything. And let me tell you, it made things worse. Imagine sweat, old food, and dirty laundry marinated in cheap floral perfume. It was an abomination, the kind of smell that clings to your soul. And that was my breaking point. I went to the landlord. I told them everything. The landlord was horrified. Apparently, this wasn't the first complaint about her. They gave her an ultimatum: improve your hygiene or move out. And she moved out. She actually chose to move out rather than shower. I have never felt such relief in my entire life. The moment she left, I scrubbed the apartment, top to bottom. I had to wash my walls. I had to air out the couches. I burned candles. I prayed. And finally, for the first time in months, I could breathe again. So, AITA for asking my roommate to shower, because according to her, I was the bad guy. Well, seekers, what do you think? What would you do in such a situation? Please subscribe and leave us a like and a comment if you loved our story today.